back at it again. All of this stuff out. Gotta pull the floor back out of here again, which that's alright. I knew I could do it better the second time anyway. And they are Robinson head, because that's the only type of screw that should exist. Oh, it is red. It's always red. Remember, this one's held in place with 3 bolts. You have to take this one off from the outside. And how is that fastened again? Oh, it's pins. Yeah, there will be 2 yokes down there with cotter pins through them, if I remember correctly. Here's the washer bottle. Essentially an air-powered pump, and I guess just cut those zip ties and pop that off and get those screws out of the floor. This is actually a new box. I think it's from Freightliner. Got a new one for the Cabover and didn't reuse the mount, so I just stole the new mount when I put this in. There's a wasp under there. That was the lump I felt. Where was it a bee? It's a big sucker. If anyone's wondering if they should buy one of these boxes, the answer is absolutely not. But for $1,000, it's alright. Just don't put anything heavy in. Everything is made out of paper thin metal. Literally everything on it. Even this drawer for my impact sockets. It works. There's some resistance to it. So I have to try to figure out how to get the seats out. I believe it's 9/16, but I don't think I can get up underneath to the nut. When I put them on, I had used one of those air ratchets that you can just put in and zip it on and off pretty easy. There you go. Yeah, it feels like it to me. This might work better. You really don't go on a tight nut with the open end of a crescent wrench. You're just asking for trouble. Now there's a mess of hoses and everything that run up through here. If the tanks were off, that would make my life a lot easier, but they're not. Well, it took longer than it should have. Couldn't find my vice grips. I had left it up by the freight liner there. I know it's a little ridiculous to only have one pair of vice grips, but it's starting to snow, but that's all right. I guess essentially I'll clean all this off. Oh wow, they changed the formula for the leather air fresheners. The old ones are way better. I still like the new ones, but they're not near as good. Check out how big that sleet is. I'm gonna work from the other side. Just keep that shut. There's the jump seat. I should get that inside too. Unless someone really wants that one. It needs a bit of work. Well, we got this much done. See what we get up to by tomorrow. Might just keep on ripping this stuff out, but it'll be too dark to video here soon. Except that it's melting again. I don't mind it when it stays cold and you can crawl around and the ground's soft and you're not getting damp. But when it starts to thaw again, it's not as good. If I pop this other one, that drops this whole mechanism. If I can get on that. It can fit in between there. Oh yeah. There we go. But right now should be the electrical box that comes apart next. That'll clean up good. Couple speed nuts in there for something. Wrong width for the serial number plate. If anyone knows why those are in there, let me know. Well, isn't that a big fat nothing? Someone let me know what that is. 2 wires, 3 wires coming out, and 1, 2, this yellow goes somewhere. Yeah, all 3 wires coming out are wired up to something. And both coming in. Well, I'm gonna have to cut some. and get that ground out of there. There's a bolt on the back side of that. That would be annoying. Alright, had to change batteries a little bit there. I checked the footage, it might have crapped out on the video a little bit before I ran out of power. Even shooting at 1080p really doesn't do so well. I get it, they're tiny batteries, but I mean that is everyone's GoPro complaint. Well, what do you want? You can't have light and mobile and great battery power. It is 11/16. I was suspicious it was a funny size. That's the yoke right off the steering box. Usually stuff that they're like, you really shouldn't be taking that off, but unless you know what you're doing, you just throw a random size on there. 5/8 head, 11/16 nut. I'll have to try harder next time. So this comes out, it's a fine thread. And we'll take this and just pop that off. I had it off a bit ago there when I was looking at the box. Ah, shoot, I'm gonna need a flat one, aren't I? No. There we go. That might be, yep. That's done. I'm running out of things that I think are still connected. These old ones without the hex head, they're alright with the flat head because they actually have a lip the screwdriver can't slip out of, provided you've got a small screwdriver. No worries. It's just, why wouldn't you have a Robertson for everything? That would make life way too easy. This hose is really stuck on there. I might just cut that one. It's not like I'm going to reuse it anyway. Really don't have anything to pry against to loosen it up, so we're just gonna cut that one. Now, you really shouldn't cut towards yourself, they say. So we'll use wrist pressure, not arm pressure, so if it kicks out it goes like that, not like that, towards the vitals. It's been a long time since I've had the dash apart. I know I left it a lot more organized than I found it. So we'll see what it's like by now. These things are pretty much worn out, so these little amber screws come right out, which I believe are discontinued by United Pacific. The amber head. It's just that one castle or whatever you want to call it in this one. That one's still working, so we'll put them in there. Okay. Oh wow. So that one, oh, right on. That's the that one hose is for the suspension. So if you can see that, that's a square shaft, and it just spins on this cable, eh? But I have to check the speedo because it wouldn't register anything under a certain RPM, and this has been stretched. So if this stretches out, then this is going to have less and less engagement with the speedometer. Like, you know, it'll slide out till it's, and then just round that off. But this is shocking. Like, it looks like there's tooth marks on here. Like somebody just ruined that. That's tomorrow's project. There's stuff going on in town with Christmas lights, so I guess we're going to check that out. Tomorrow's Saturday, and we'll get busy with this again. So thanks for watching.